everybody! What is up today? I am here with my lovely friend Pam. If you weren't on my stream yesterday, I had my graduation party stream, which was super fun. I think everybody who was able to come on, everybody who's in chat, it was amazing having you on with me. I know Pam wasn't able to make it on because of you said internet stuff, like where you were.
Where we were, there was no service, so
Yeah,
it kept cutting out.
yeah. So I saw her backstage a few times, but it was frozen, and I didn't want to put her in when she was frozen, so she wasn't able to make it on. So I wanted to have her on today so we could chat for a little bit. We're only going to be doing like a 30-minute stream, like I did last week, because I know kind of like content block type thing where like writer's block or artist block. It's like can't think of like things to stream about, and I knew I really wanted to have Pam on, so I thought her and I could talk for about half an hour because I know you've also got stuff going on, so I don't want to keep you crazy long. And yeah, it's just
so you have a lot going on, girl. Got just graduating, trying to get college all set up, plus your new apartment. And
yeah, a lot of my day has been obviously, if you've seen Crop and Shop this morning, it was basically us talking about college and apartment stuff.
Yeah, that was fun. I like shopping for all that stuff too. Like my daughter's gonna stay home because it's really close, so she's not leaving yet. I mean, she left once, came back, kind of thing. So
yeah,
I know what it's like to not have her here, but it gets pretty lonely when you're used to them being there, but then mine came back. So
yeah. And another reason I thought we could have extra time of just you and me talking is because I know your daughter just graduated, so it's a little bit more of a personal thing because
yes,
you're also like currently dealing with a graduation type thing. So what was her graduation? How did they do that?
We sat in the car like you guys basically did, but they didn't get out. They had to be called out. Like they were given the list. You had to get out like a couple people before you were going to be called up, so you can go stand in line and go up and then come back to the car.
Okay.
So, but they did so much for them. It was like they gave them the free yearbooks, free T-shirts. They took pictures of them and made these cutouts, and they stuck them through town on every post. So it was like you drove through a lineup of seniors all for like the last month or two.
That's we did that. We haven't gotten our yearbooks yet. We're not getting our yearbooks anytime soon, so I don't know when that's happening for us.
Yeah, I wish they would do something where, you know how you sign your books and stuff. I wish there would have been something where they could have signed your books, because that's what I remember in high school.
Yeah, I know, and especially in your senior yearbook, that's the one where you like write the notes for your friends. I mean, I have my parents' yearbooks from when they were seniors, and there are like so many people wrote in them.
Yeah.
Even though I know I'm not going to be in contact with a lot of these people from my school, the rest of my life, still having that type of memories and writing down, it would have been nice to have a yearbook for them to do that. So I'm going to look at that. I wanted to give it a minute or two, and I guess 4. So Mike Wheeler was first, always. Mr. Mraz was second. Pam, you were third. Big Disney fan, Russ Stapleton. Mama Mouse in the house. Everybody's apparently trying to figure out who I am. Tim Pruitt. Hello, Rob Fudge, what's up? It's Joey's World. Lisa, what's up? Shelly Starwalker, hi. Yeah, sorry I didn't read it at the very beginning. I don't know, I caught up in the conversation. But, everybody's talking about ice cream and pie.
That sounds good.
NYC, what's up? So, yeah, I mean, this year's been a really hard one for a class of 2020.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
something different. Like you guys, so many things happened right at the end for you, and it was like that's supposed to be one of like you're celebrating and you're having your proms and you're having your like your Shrek thing. You have those things going on at the end, and it's like even honors night and the award ceremonies that you weren't allowed to do. It's like I know that they tried to make up for those things and put on like the videos and stuff, but there's nothing like it in person. Like you know.
So Russ is saying that we're getting feedback from home speakers. She doesn't have earbuds, so she isn't able to put that in. So I think it's my voice radiating around the room.
Okay.
So
I'll turn it down.
I'm sorry if it's like really bad. I think it's a bit better now. Can you still hear me?
Connor, turn that down, please.
Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
Is that better?
Yeah, no, it is.
Okay.
So, yeah, they did a lot. I mean, our senior awards, they put it in a video and released it to us, and then our senior song, we sent in videos of us playing the instruments and me singing.
You did phenomenal. It was beautiful. Like she has a beautiful voice, everybody.
Thank you. I really love that song because you know I am a very, very huge Beatles nerd, and Dad is as well, obviously. And he cried when he watched it. Yeah, he's been putting on the aura of I'm a big tough dad, but you saw yesterday when he was crying. So
yeah,
you know I'm his little girl, and I know he's gonna miss me when I'm not here all the time. So.
Like you guys banter back and forth all the time, and it's so fun to watch you guys. And
we have an interesting dynamic that I think is very unique. And I will always remember when you showed that drawing of us. You were like, it's a father-daughter duo. And my dad and I are sitting here like, who else is a father-daughter duo than us? Like, I mean, like, well, Dave and Gigi, but Gigi doesn't have her own channel. And I'm trying to figure out, like, who is a father-daughter duo? And then you showed us, and both of us cried because that was just absolutely amazing. And you are so talented.
Now I'm going to have to add Billy to the picture.
Yes, totally. Yeah, I'm trying to get her into more videos because I obviously I can't do it all at once because she was exhausted. Oh, Gigi does have her own channel. Okay, I don't okay. But I sorry. that
Billy is like, no.
Gigi does have her own channel. Okay, yeah.
You do great, Billy. You're fine. You just got to get used to it. You'll be okay. I did.
After yesterday's stream, and she was like, I don't get how you guys do it for so long. And I'm like, well, I've been doing it. Obviously, I haven't been doing it for over a year. I've been doing it for like a few months, a little over 6 months. I want to say since last October, I've been streaming.
Yeah, like you're getting better and better and better. And it's like, it's so awe-inspiring. I'm sorry, I'm bad at words.
No, you're fine.
To watch you like grow, and like everybody else has said, you're mature for your age, and it's just you're a beautiful human being. We love you. And it shows, like, you know, that's why people come here.
I try to be the best person I can on the internet and off screen. So like off screen and on screen, I try to act the same as much as I can because I don't want to put on a fake personality on screen.
Exactly.
And I don't think anybody in this community does that because I've talked to almost everyone, on screen and off screen. Not off screen, but like off stream, after streams hanging out or our parties, when we watch stuff, everybody acts completely the same. There's no fakeness for anyone. Hi, Big Noah, what's up?
Hi, Noah.
But yeah, Ivone, Ange, Kelly, Jeff, Russ, I could name literally everyone in this community. Everybody is the same person they are on screen, off screen.
Mm.
And that's one of the most important things about YouTube, is to just be yourself. Like, big Disney fan, yeah, just be yourself on
If you're not, it comes out later anyway, you know. Your true personality is always going to show some
definitely
time, some place, and it's like, be yourself.
Yeah, totally. And even like in real life, if I'm in a community setting, I'm at a concert, or because I do all county a lot. I did all county a lot because that's not a thing anymore. I always tried to be the same exact person. I always tried to be the same exact person I could during those things. Sorry, I was like reading chat. So
Okay.
They were talking about how amazing she is on the live play stream last night. About who? I'm very confused. Is that about
Mama and Kelly had talked about your stream.
Oh, okay.
Your graduation stream, and how great you guys were, and how,
that's sweet.
Like Dean says, you're this fabulous young lady, and they were talking about, I think, for your generation, they'd like to clone you.
Yeah, I've always been told, and I try to be very humble about it, and I try to, but I do acknowledge it about myself that I am mature for my age. All right, that's fine, Tim Pruitt. Thank you for hanging out and being here. I appreciate you being able to hop in chat. I always appreciate anybody hopping in chat, because I remember like when I first started out streaming, I had like 2 people in the chat.
Yeah.
Like everybody remembers that point, and I feel like at this point there's just such a great community that people will, go straight on and like support everyone, and I think that's amazing that they do that. But I remember having like 2 people in my chat, because I actually, believe it or not, I did attempt live streaming on YouTube before I joined the community. So I would just stream me sitting doing nothing and having like 2 random people in my chat. And so like, and I really understand how it was like when all of that happened. And so having people in the chat now is just really amazing. And I think that's one of the things that's amazing about live streaming. I know I'm going off on a tangent right now, but Pam, I'm sure you've seen the instant feedback you get from a chat is just very gratifying.
Yes, it's like, I don't know, most of the time in my chats we're crying, or
Yeah.
It's like, and then like when I was showing my artwork, it's like people are like, oh wow, that's like beautiful, and it's like you get that sense of wellness and
totally
lovingness, and it's like, I love this community. It's gotten me out of,
this community is crazy supportive.
Yeah.
And I know you've been in some tough places, and you know that we're always here for you, and
I know
we know that you are always, welcome to talk to us about stuff. I mean, you have talked to us about stuff, and we really appreciate that, because we care about you and all that. And I'm sorry, I'm like trying to figure out what to say, but yeah. Mike said turkey. Love Turkey Coop. That's a great group chat.
Oh, Tracy was saying how you did a cosplay thing before.
Yes. I was attempting to stream while making a cosplay, and I was on for about 15 minutes, and I didn't get a single person, so I stopped.
It's because like algorithms, and I mean, just because you hit the live button doesn't mean like you're going to get people. You have to know people to, and I think growing in a community like this, you can have more that's in there. But it's like when you're just on your own and you're starting off, it's like you have to have them selected. And
it's really hard getting into that algorithm.
yeah,
It helps having a community because those people are going to be subscribed. They're going to have their notifications on. So even if you're not picked up by the algorithm, you're going to get people because those are people who are like, you may not be recommended to anybody,
right?
But the people who are subscribed to you and have their notifications on
will get your recommendations.
Yeah, totally. Penguin Master, hello, and Amy AJC Magic, hi. I'm sorry if I missed your chats earlier. I'm just very into the conversation with Pam. So, I mean, do you have any advice? Because maybe not advice, but some like similarities, like you might have with how much
with my daughter.
Because it's a very unique situation that you and I are in, because I am in the same boat as your daughter. So it's something that we can have that connection about.
Yeah. She's trying to find internships right now. She's going through like a program through Michigan that helps her pay for college. She gets paid for doing an internship, but she has to like find places that are hiring near her and that are willing to accept an internship. So then this program pays for that, for her to be paid through that, and pays for her classes that she takes at the college. So
that's good.
She was going to do phlebotomy, and now I think she's just going to not do the phlebotomy, but go in for surgical tech. So she wants to
phlebotomy?
Drawing blood.
Oh, okay.
Doing the tests and stuff. So
yeah.
So there was so many people, I guess, going into that field that she felt she's going to jump ahead and just do, because she was going to do phlebotomy, work at that, and then do her surgical tech, because she wants to be in surgery.
Yeah.
She wants to be a surgeon, so I don't know if that'll be, but the first step she wants to take is like just to be a tech in the room. So
yeah, that's really interesting. I personally, when I was younger, I always kind of actually, before I continue that, I want to say hi to Surfer Girl, what's up, and Monarch Moment.
Hi, Cherie. Hi, Bing Bong. Hi, and Shelly. Hi, my star.
So many amazing people in the chat. I used to, before I kind of figure out what I wanted to do, I thought about medical field, but I am a hypochondriac, if nobody knew that. So I'm constantly convinced there's something wrong with me. If I learn about it, I have it. So
my grandma was the same way.
I don't think I would be able to survive working in the medical field whatsoever. I watched a season of Grey's Anatomy, and I didn't really get into it. And
that was my daughter's favorite show. Like, Mom, you gotta watch. No, I'm not interested. No.
My mom and dad used to watch it all the time, but Dad said, I remember when Kenzie was a baby and they drew blood from her foot. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I hate needles. Like,
yeah, same.
I don't mind the sight of blood. I don't like watching something pierce the skin.
Yeah, when I get blood drawn, I have to look away. I just go on my phone because the needle itself, I don't care about the pain about it.
Yeah.
If I'm looking at something else, I like it's out of sight, out of mind. Honestly, for me, when I get blood work done, I cannot look at it. I've gotten better about needles because I used to like absolutely hate them, but right now it's just kind of trying to ignore it.
Yeah, I don't mind like the blood after they've pulled it away and shows and they're shaking the blood in the tube, but watching the needle go into your arm is just I can't do it. And then I have to look away when they're doing the scalpel.
Mike's like, we need to hear the words of wisdom to Kenzie.
Words of wisdom. Everybody said so much yesterday. It's like I don't know. Like
I mean, what are some words of advice that you can take about, with your situation with your own daughter? Something relating with that, like something you'd say to her. I don't know. I'm just trying to think of stuff. Hi, Ange.
I'm not good at the whole just like everyone said, be yourself, do something that you love. And if you want something bad enough, just like keep going for it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
like,
totally.
You have to have that successful attitude. And if you believe it, you can do it. Like that's what everybody said yesterday. It was like, wow, like everything I was going to tell you, everybody said it already.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to come up with something new, but
no, that makes sense. I mean, I mainly wanted to have you on just because you weren't able to make it yesterday. Not just because I want advice and stuff like that, but also because you've been a very huge part of my life for the past, 6, 7, 8 months of my life, and you are a part of the reason I've been able to make it through the past few months.
Like if you're offered internships, maybe look into those and, and see what. I don't know, like in the teaching field how that works, but even if you do student teaching and
I think student teaching is in either my junior or senior year. I'm not 100% sure, but I have a little while away till that. I've actually joked with my band director that I'm gonna end up student teaching at my old school.
That would be fun. So
and
that
he was like, you don't want to do that. I doubt it would ever happen though, because he never takes student teachers.
Oh, okay.
He's not the kind. He's never taken a student teacher in the 11 years that he's been teaching. So I don't know if he will at some point, but
maybe he'd take an exception.
Yeah, I can you make an exception for like an ex student that plays clarinet?
Yeah.
Russ said, learn how to use aluminum foil and parchment paper.
Yes. Cooking advice. Learn to use the stove. There's an on switch.
Yeah.
Go up and down.
Figure out how to use that stove and all that kind of. It's gonna be like difficult getting used to stuff.
Yeah. But don't be afraid to, like, if you really need to, don't be afraid to pick up the phone, call mom and dad, be like,
oh, totally.
I just need that common voice, that familiar voice. And
I'm not above calling my parents.
Yeah, so
I love
my daughter said when she moved out, she was always afraid to call on me, say no.
No, I always know. I can literally call my mom. I know it'll get to the point where if I'm at college and I call her during work, she'll be fine with that. Yeah. I mean, that's what I do now, but so
Tracy says he's turning my phone off.
I'll find ways. Mom said I've got a lot of work to do before she leaves for college. Her and I need to go through like a prep course where we like go through every single like meal I'm probably going to want to make. That's actually not a bad idea.
That isn't. And then it's like gives you guys time to
hang out,
make that memory,
Yeah, her and I will dedicate an entire week of just like making foods.
And then your fridge will be stocked for the first weekend that you're gone.
Totally. Yeah, I have actually called him at his work, and we don't talk about my dad's work for privacy reasons, but it's the kind of work that you can't really get out whenever you want to, but he finds a way to, if I call him at work, because he knows if I call him at work,
It's an emergency.
serious.
Yeah.
He knows it's serious because it's like I never call him at work. I don't know how to call him at work. Like it's really complicated on calling him at work, but
Yeah, it's the same as my husband's job. Like, you call and the phone will ring, so you have to let it ring until they're like, "Oh, someone's walking by. I'm gonna answer it."
Like I have to put in numbers and like ask for him, and it's like a whole thing. But I have called him very few times, but the times that I have, he's been home within minutes.
Yeah.
Because he knows it's serious. Thank you, Mike 88, that he says that I have a personality for teaching. I hope I do. I hope that because I've always wanted to
learn patience.
Oh, totally.
You know,
Yeah.
it's like the kids. Oh, and don't have kids right away. Like,
oh, totally. Yeah.
Take your time. I know Billy and them will want grandkids, but
not for a while.
Go through school, get
Yeah.
it done.
No, I totally get that.
Yeah.
Russ says that he's preparing for a text at 3 a.m. asking how to turn on the oven. Yeah. Dad's Mike said that Dad is security at Reese's Peanut Butter Cup Factory.
Yeah, I've seen him in his work clothes.
But yeah, I mean, it's going to be an interesting year. Even if classes do go online, which I'm praying that they don't, because online doesn't work for performance majors.
No, it's a little bit hard when you can still practice, and your neighbors are going to be beating on the walls like,
yeah.
Stop.
Well, something really nice about my apartment building is that they have a place for us to practice. So
oh, awesome.
That is good. I'll talk to you about that, off stream. I was talking with Russ, Ivone, Shelly, and we were talking about my apartment, and I was talking to, Russ about the layout, and I actually texted him a picture of it because I can't really show that kind of thing on stream. I tell people a lot about me, but
yeah, there's certain things like
that needs to be private.
Exactly.
So where I'm living, that kind of thing, I'm obviously going to vlog when I'm planning on vlogging when I move in, like a vlog, like a move in to college vlog.
Right, you can see like the inside of a place and not know it from the outside, so that's fine. It's like,
yeah, and even if I don't show, like, it depends on what I'm showing and stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm looking forward to, moving in and having that experience of living on my own and without my parents. But I'm not above calling that. Like, I know I'm going to probably call my mom like my mom calls my grandmother almost every single day still. So I doubt that I'm going to be any different than that.
My daughter was like, I'm going to be Miss Independent and I'm going to live on my own. And it was like, so when she needed something, she was like always, no, great, I got to call mom, So she was always afraid to be like, I'm going to tell her no. And I want to lecture her on responsibility. And
I know if I call my mom and I say, how do I work this oven? She will be like, you are so dumb. She'll call me out for not having skills, but she will also help me because she's my mom and she's amazing. Mike said, I know the layout of the apartment. There's one big room with a room next to it and a room next to that one, and the kitchen is somewhere in there. Yeah. It's a layout. The kitchen is kind of small, but for 2 people, it's not too bad. I spent a lot of today on Bed Bath & Beyond looking at appliances and stuff that I'm going to need. And there's things that you don't even think about.
Yeah.
Like who thinks about strainers? They're thinking about their apartment, not me. But then I realized I'm probably going to need one if I want to make mac and cheese all the time.
Of course, that's
So,
like number one utensil.
yeah. Stacey Rogers, hello. So we've reached half an hour, but I'm having such a good time talking. So if you're okay going over,
Yeah,
well,
we're fine.
we're just chit chatting. I mean, we've gotten through the advice department, and now we're just talking about college and stuff. I mean, I don't mean for all of my content to just immediately become college.
It's not. I mean,
Yeah.
you're going to be able to do things beyond that, but we're going through your life.
Yeah.
We're following Kenzie. Like, this is your journey. These are your days. This is what I'm doing in my life right now. We'll
Yeah,
always be different.
that's why it's Kenzie Days, because
Right.
so I am going to be posting a lot of college content. I'm
Yeah.
going to be, I'm thinking about doing a dorm haul, like things that I got at the store.
Yes, that'll be fun.
I think I know it's going to be like a lot of college content. Obviously, there's still going to be all the Disney stuff in there. I mean,
Right. You'll throw that in when you can.
covered in Disney, probably. I mean, I already know that this is coming with me, and I love showing it off because it's absolutely gorgeous. But this, from the Myers family, this is either going in my bedroom or in my living room. If I will find a place to put it. Everyone's making fun of me because I talk so much. Russ is like, "What? You're having fun talking?" I love talking. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of Disney stuff in there, so obviously I'm gonna still have Disney content. But and I've specified this multiple times on my channel and other people's channels, but what was I gonna say? My whole mind went blank because I read Stacy's comment and everything. I have specified multiple times that I'm not just 100% a Disney channel. I don't only do Disney content. That's why it's like my name doesn't have anything to do with Disney. It's because when I first started my channel, I was going to focus only on life vlogs.
Mm-hmm.
So my content has become way more Disney related because those are the people.
But it's still about like the community and about you and your love of that Disney. Like, you could take Disney with your life. Like, you were getting advice from everybody, and they were giving you Disney quotes. Like, you can live a Disney life. Like,
yeah, totally. So there's always going to be Disney in my life, and I love talking about Disney, and I love everything about Disney. Obviously, we're not going this year now since we canceled July. So what happens if my roommate doesn't like Disney? Then I'm gonna just have to keep all my Disney stuff in my room. That's one of the reasons I'm really glad about the fact that I'm not actually sharing a bedroom with someone.
Yeah, you'll have that separate space.
I'm so excited about having my own space.
Is it scary? Like, I never left home to go to school, so it was like, so I've never had to share with somebody else.
Yeah.
Is that something you're scared about, is getting to know that person and how that experience will be? Sorry.
I think it's going to be interesting. But I hope that I'm able to get to know my roommate and that we're able to become friends. Obviously, if we're not able to do that, that's going to make for a difficult living situation, but life is life. I mean, if I end up with like the worst roommate ever, which I don't think I will, but if I was to, I really could, suggest a different roommate or suggest moving to a different apartment. And, but I think it'll be fine. I think she'll be great and we'll become friends. Maybe, a thing that mom just got home from work. She says hello.
Hi, Billy.
Mom, Pam says hi. So, Bill said, show the photo again of the puzzle because this thing is gorgeous. It's a
It
Beauty
is
and the Beast
gorgeous.
puzzle made by the entirety of the Myers family. I love the fact that they all like got together and did that. That means so much to me. It means it's made with love and probably some arguing, but a lot of still.
Sentimental.
Yes, very.
And they did it for you too.
Yeah, that's it's amazing, and everyone knows how much I love Beauty and the Beast. So, I mean, I talk about it all the time, and I've got like so many things behind me. I don't know what decoration things I'm bringing. That's one of the biggest things I'm like kind of like worried about is like not having room. So I'm like trying to be very scarce with the things that I bring at first, and then if I have space,
then bring it over. That's smart. Yeah.
Because I don't want to. I live close enough where I'm able to do that. Where I'm able to be like, all right, well, these are the things that I still need to get from home, or these are the things I need to get from the store, and I can do that.
Mm-hmm.
So, Dad's watching Sherlock while watching the stream.
I haven't watched Sherlock. I'm gonna have to start because they're gonna discuss it. So
yes, it is such a good show. I mean, Benedict Cumberbatch is Sherlock, and he's amazing. So, but yeah, I mean, I'm sorry to just like immediately make everything college related again on the stream, but
like I said, that's your life right now, you know. So we're following your life.
And I said it earlier on Ivone's stream that talking about it with other people, like people in the community, and it makes it less scary.
Yes, it does. And I never apologize for it. Like, I see you're like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm talking about this, but that's you, and you never have to apologize for being you. And I've always done that. I've always said, oh, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. And I was always given that advice. So never say you're sorry. Just, I mean, sorry if you're like did something wrong, but you know.
Butterball Timu is in the chat. Timu. Getting ready for a meeting, but she wanted to pop in and say, hey.
Hi, Timu.
There are so many jokes from Turkey Coop.
I know.
I don't even remember the story behind Timu. It just
because Russ was messing around with Mike in his speak to text, and instead of putting me too, he's like, I messed up my stuff too. So he put Timu, and I came in thinking, oh, wait, because I didn't catch the whole thing. I just saw Timu. So I'm like, oh, does T. Marie have a new name?
Yeah, that's perfect. Stacy said, Ken's a question for you. Whose channel is it? It's your channel. Stop apologizing. Thank you.
Yes, that's what I was trying to get across. Don't apologize for it. It's your channel.
I know. I don't want to. I always worry that, you know, obviously I talk way too much and I already know that, but I'm always like earlier on Crop and Shop, I was worried like maybe I took over.
No.
But Ivone was like, no, they wanted to talk to me about it and help me with college stuff because I am one of the youngest people in the community, because I know I'm not the youngest, but I'm one of the youngest people in the community, and I'm this little guy with all of the adults giving me advice, and it means so much to me. That
it's gotta be overwhelming too. It's like I remember being a senior and you have everything in front of you, and you know it's gotta be overwhelming, but it's like you have so much support that you didn't have if you weren't part of the community. You know, you'd have your mom and dad, and they're great, wonderful people, but you have that little extra because you're like, you have aunts, uncles.
I've got a large YouTube family that I know is here for me, and it makes things so much less scary because I know that I'm able to, reach out to people, and it's always, I've always been of this opinion, it's always good to get more than one opinion.
Yep.
So, I mean, I always talk to my parents about my problems. I've always been very open about mental stuff, and I've always been very open about my feelings. Um, but it's also good to get someone else's opinion on those things instead of your parents. You get like a different point of view because obviously your parents want what's best for you. So um, they're always going to say like one thing, but my parents are very like level-headed and stuff. So when I have issues, they're not ones to coddle me and baby me.
Hmm.
They're going to tell me
My
this.
my son has a hard time like talking about his well-being and his mental state, and he's 10, and it's kind of hard to get him to open up, but he wants to. If he's not playing video games and running around, he doesn't want to talk about it. Because that anything to do with feelings, he shut down and gets mad when you start pressing him about it. So I get that.
Yeah. So, I mean, talking like I've been able to reach out to people in the community when something's wrong. I mean, normally if I have a really, really like if I have an issue and it's like really late at night, I know both of my parents are asleep and maybe like everybody else is asleep. I know I can text Russ and he'll probably be up.
Yeah.
Like that
And
happens.
I'm like an insomniac.
Like I'm not going to go into details, but I had a really like bad situation that happened last week, and I was up until 6 a.m. and I like was on a StreamYards call with Russ like really late at night because I was just like having a really bad time, and he was able to talk to me, and it made me feel a lot better. So knowing that I have people to reach out to
Hmm.
it really really makes things less scary. Because I
And
know
Russ is a good person for advice too.
no, he
Like I
really
said, I'm not an expert at it, but there are here. Russ is one of them, and he's
yeah
like watching him grow too. Like
yeah totally.
it's been amazing getting to know him, and
His content has gotten like way, way, way better.
hmm
He's improved so much, and he right now he's at 124 subscribers, I believe, because I was on his channel earlier and I caught a glimpse of that. But I mean, he deserves a million more because he makes such amazing content, and
he's a loving and caring and
yeah,
wonderful person. Like he's one of my, I think, top people that I would go to if I ever needed to,
yeah,
like, hey, I need something,
yeah, and I
I need to
consider
talk.
myself. I consider myself to be close friends with everybody in this
Mhm.
community, but I mean, everyone's going to have like a really like hardcore core friend group that they
Yeah.
have. Like I talk, like I snap, I not snap, I FaceTime Ange multiple times a week, and I talk to Russ. Russ and I text pretty often, and like it's just I know I'm able to reach out to people and talk about stuff,
Yeah.
no matter what, and it's amazing. And yes, Russ is a good egg.
Oh, we got Russ crying.
Yeah, I mean, it's there. Sometimes you don't expect to meet some of your best friends on the internet, and I said this yesterday, but your parents always tell you, don't talk to strangers on the internet.
Yep.
They eat their words. Because some of my best friends are people on the internet, and some of my dad's best friends are on the internet. So
As people I've met, like Shelly, I don't know, like you get mail and stuff, and it just brings a smile to your
yeah,
face, like mom
totally.
and mouse sending cards, and
Mhm.
it's just that little something. And so you need to get a PO box where you are so that people can send you uplifting cards. Like,
Yeah. I've gotta figure out if I'm gonna keep this PO box here, if I'm gonna let Dad take that one, or if I'm gonna get a different one up there, or if I'm just gonna stay on this one. I'm not sure yet. But um, but yeah, Myers and the Mouse. Ivone put Russ's link. I believe that's what that is. So please go on Russ's channel and hit his subscribe button because he deserves all of that support. I mean, we always
he's so
say,
professional. Like,
yeah, totally. Like we always say numbers don't mean everything, but having a community is a lot. And I don't talk about my sub count pretty often because it's not something that really like is the most important thing ever to me. Obviously everybody wants to grow, but you know, seeing sub counts go up, that makes you feel good. And I just know like sometimes there are very like underrated people and there are very underrated channels that deserve way more, and Russ is one of them.
Yeah.
And you are also one of them because you try so hard with your streams, and I know you're very I know it's hard sometimes getting on stream. So
Yeah, I'm still working on my courage and my
yeah, but you have
self-esteem
so
and
much. Like, you are just so amazing, and your art
Oh.
is absolutely amazing, and
which I have to get back into because I've kind of stepped away from it again. Like,
yeah, I
kind
mean,
of dealing with things.
there's nothing wrong with taking time between stuff because if you're gonna do it all at once, you're gonna wear yourself out.
Yeah, I did. I was kind of like drawing every day, and it was just like,
Yeah.
okay. And then I stopped because I had something going on. It was like, haven't got back into it, and I want to just be able to sit and relax and draw and do that. But maybe eventually soon here I can do it. There's a picture that Shelly did of, I'm not sure what the flower is, but they look like iris. I want to do this picture in chalk. So
Oh, totally.
yeah.
Yeah, Russ just said numbers don't matter. Touching lives is what matters. If you can change someone's life with what you do and have fun doing it, that's worth it. And I totally agree.
We want to grow our numbers so that you can reach more people and touch more lives.
That's how I feel. I've always said like I want to reach more people. I want to share my life with people and create a community. And kind
You're
of
doing a fantastic job of that. Like
I've always tried to be very, you know, I've always tried to, wow, the words are just not here today because I know what I'm about to say and then they leave.
my brain every day.
I've always tried to be patient. I've always tried to be, I've always tried to, what are the words? Appreciate everything that I have and not ask for more. So I don't ask people to subscribe to my channel because if you don't like my content, if you don't want to see more of my content, don't subscribe to my channel.
Right.
If you're going to want to watch my content and if you're going to want to be there and keep up with my life and support my life, if you want to do that, that's different, you know? I don't want someone to subscribe just to subscribe. I want someone to subscribe because they like me.
Yep, exactly. You want meaning behind that subscription, and
I don't want empty numbers.
exactly. And I think a lot of it, like with this community, I don't think they are empty numbers. It's like, yeah, you got that first rush of, oh, subscribe or not subscribe. You didn't do it, but they were like, subscribe to Kenzie.
Yeah.
It wasn't that you were pushing it up saying, but
yeah, but and then I don't consider any of those empty numbers though, because a lot of people after that stream,
right, and it brought
a
that
lot of
group
people
in.
started watching my stuff, so it wasn't like they were just subscribing and leaving. I had people, my views were mirroring the sub count.
Good.
So I didn't consider any of that empty numbers, and I really appreciated that because they were really trying, like they did a really good job of, you know, putting me out there and supporting me, and it just meant a lot. So I guess this is turning into an hour stream. I didn't expect us to just like sit and chat the whole time, but I mean, I've been having a great time. So I guess this is an hour stream. Stacy and Dad are arguing in the group, in the chat. They're doing rounds versus each other for the.
I love reading chat. Like sometimes I'll just sit quiet and read chat, and I'll watch interactions between people. And Stacy and Tracy are like one of those that make me laugh. It's funny.
They're funny because, I mean, if we're gonna get mushy gushy about feelings about anybody, I could talk about Stacy forever because
Yeah.
she was one of the very first mods on my channel. She's always been there for me. She was there through Trollnado for me. Like that, like she witnessed that, and that was insane.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
It's
I
fun seeing your mom grow too, because like before she wouldn't even chat. Now she's in the chat. She's got her own name
all the time, and it's amazing. I
Yeah.
love having her in chat because Dad and I have always been like super involved in this stuff, and I want her to be super involved in it too because she loves this community just as much as Dad and I do. She just doesn't want to be on camera, but she's gotten a chance to be in chat way more often, and I love it.
Yeah, I think it's a beautiful thing. So it's like, you know, when I did like the duo of you guys, I only knew you and Tracy, and it was like, I felt bad leaving her out, but I didn't even know what she looked like. And it was like, but to see you guys all interact together, you're a beautiful family. And
yeah, I adore them.
Yeah, it's great. You have this energy about you guys, and it's just wonderful. So, and it's positive, and it's like light and fresh. And I'm sure everybody has their moments and everything, but to watch you guys, it's so fun. And
yeah, Stacy, I give it 6 months top, and my mom will be streaming with Dad on Thursdays. I mean, she doesn't really like being on camera, which I understand. I'm not going to force her to be on camera. She can sit, like today during Crop and Shop, she sat off screen with me. But she's always been involved in my channel. She's always given me video ideas. She always helps me film. She always helps me come up with stream ideas. Her and I like go back and forth on ideas all the time. She is like the backbone of my channel.
Mm-hmm.
And she deserves that recognition because she is amazing. And 9 months and she kicks him off his own show. Totally.
Your mom was like, it's my life work to raise a good daughter and pick on Tracy. Both reasons are why I exist.
I know.
It's beautiful.
She's an amazing mom, and I wouldn't be who I am without her. And I know she's probably crying in the living room watching this. And I love you, Mom. You're amazing. Because she just got home from work a little while ago. But I don't know if I could sit with Billy and Stacy in the same area, and if Kenzie is there, I'm doomed. I mean, Mom and I pick on him a lot, but that's our job. As me as his daughter, I need to pick on my dad. Him and I, you know, our little banter. Mom said, "I love you, my little nut brown hair." Oh, she's so sweet. I adore my mom.
I love you too, my little butt brown hair.
Nut brown hair.
Oh, okay.
It's in a reference to. Have you ever read the book? I don't remember the name of it, but I Love You to the Moon and Back.
Yeah.
It's the two rabbits, and he's like, do you love me this much? No, I love you this much. Do you love me this much? No, I love you this much. And it's, do you love me to the moon? And it's, no, I love you to the moon and back. So that's something we've always said. Guess how much I love you. Yes. And she would read that to me, and that's something special that I have with her. I mean, we have a lot of special things between the two of us. I mean, if anybody's ever seen, why am I forgetting the name of it? But it's the Christmas movie with Nestor and like the long ears.
I don't know.
Ears Nestor. That's like a saying from his mother, and like it's a super sad movie, and it's about a donkey with his ears are too long, and he ends up being the donkey that brings Mary and Joseph to.
Star. Isn't it called Star?
I don't remember the name of it. Nestor the long-eared donkey. That's what it is. But it's like a stop motion movie.
Okay, this
is
a different one then that I was thinking of.
But it is an amazing movie, and that's something special that her and I have. So Russ said Polar Express? No. Everyone knows how much I don't like that movie. Dad
Why
said,
is it you don't like this movie? I guess I'm like just learning about this hatred for Polar Express.
oh, I'll explain it after. It's kind of a personal thing.
Oh, okay.
One of the reasons is weird and personal, but the other one is that we would have to watch it at private school, and I just wasn't a fan of it.
Mm.
I wasn't a fan of being sat down and forced to watch it. And it just wasn't my thing. The animation also kind of freaks me out. But yeah, so this became like a very ranty video, but it was great, like sitting and talking with you because I've always loved talking with you, in chat, and we've done our private watch parties for Resort TV 1. Sometimes some of us get in StreamYards and we watch Resort TV 1 together. Hey Avery, what's up?
Sometimes the background here gets a little crazy, and I have to mute it and go out, but
you are still amazing.
Thank you.
She's looking for the name of the show, and as she's describing the character, that's the name. I know, yeah. But it's just always great talking with you. I always find that there are some people that they're like the easiest conversation you can have because it's just so simple to have a conversation with them, and I feel like I could talk to you for hours because you are such an amazing person to talk to, and I find it so easy to just talk to you.
Thank you.
But yeah, we said it was going to be a 30-minute stream, but we
my eyesight's getting bad. I can't even read chat anymore.
Oh, no. Avery said he'll catch the replay. Yep.
Hi,
so
Avery.
We're going to end in a few minutes. But yeah, this has just been great talking and stuff, and especially the fact that your daughter just graduated, and her and I are kind of in the same boat with the graduation stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I know I was able to, have that like sitting and walking across the stage thing, but I also sat in like the heat. I have a little. I don't think you can see it as much anymore, but I had a little like sunburn. But I don't burn. I just tan, so it went away pretty fast.
Did you get the mask tan?
I had my mask on, and then I had my glasses on, so like only here. It was annoying. But yeah, I'm glad that she was able to have something, because there are places that are just mailing diplomas.
It made it more. They didn't get their actual diploma in the case that they got. They just did the ceremony, and then the certificate was mailed after. But they're supposed to get a copy of the graduation production. They get a free photo once those are all done. After, when you stand up there, they took your photo, and
yeah. So, but I'm glad to have something.
It was a little more special because my sister was her principal, so she's got to hand her the diploma, and
that's sweet.
That was nice.
So we're gonna wrap up here. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, Pam. You are just so amazing, and I love you so much.
Thank you. Love you too.
And I was sad you weren't able to make it yesterday, but it was completely fine because I know you were having internet problems.
It's better this way. I got personal time.
Yeah, we got to hang out and chat, and I've been trying to get people on my Monday shows more often because I do like sitting and chatting with people. And I don't like being the only person on the screen. So it was really fun being able to hang out because I don't think you've been on my screen.
No, I think the only time I've seen you like this is like backstage and then on Mikey's birthday stream.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. It just, sorry about that. That was very loud. I'm so sorry, Mike. But yeah, this was really great stream, being able to
Tracy.
Yeah, totally. Lori French, thank you for being here. Sorry if you were here earlier and I didn't see you, but I'm seeing your chat now. I need to pay more attention to chat because
Yeah, it gets kind of hard when, like, when you're having a conversation and
yeah,
trying to keep up, and I can't read, so I have to, like, look, like I
yeah.
said.
But this was really fun, and I'm trying to get more people on, like I said, and I'm definitely going to have you on more often because you are just such a great person, and I love talking with you. So,
Thank you. Yeah,
thank
I
you
have
all.
to.
What?
I have to let my personality out a little bit more, like,
Totally. Yeah, we
I'm
love you.
reserved.
Amazing. So thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you had a great time chatting with us. What are you streaming this Saturday?
Yes, this next Saturday is when me and Mikey goes on live.
Okay.
I have to talk to him about a subject. I don't know yet if we're gonna continue the Magic Kingdom like we did last time or move on to something else. I don't know yet. So
All right. I'll have to see if I'm able to make it. My Saturdays are kind of crazy. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be able to make Russ's 3 o'clock because we're talking about Hamilton. But I should be able to make the chat and all that. Sometimes things get a little crazy. I know it is 4th of July. So
oh, is it the 4th of July?
yeah. Yep.
Oh, I will be at my we might not be doing I didn't
Okay.
even think we might not because we're gonna be at my cousin's unless I
Okay.
can get a free time and
Yeah, okay.
it might be theirs might be later in the day, so I might be able to go at noon. So
Okay, that's good. But yeah, just let me know if you're gonna be going live or not.
okay.
So
I will let you know in mod chat.
yep, definitely. Thank you guys for being here. We will see you in the next stream. Bye.
Bye.